YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Tim Westwood TV, special guest Stonebwoy up in the building family.
Big up.
So we first met 2013, Christmas time, man.
What?
Do you remember that?
Yes. That's 2013. It's
years back. Yeah, man. That was the first time.
Like 8 years now?
Up in Accra, man.
Or 9 years.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, you've still got the same energy, still got the same excitement as you had in those early days, man.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the journey.
Thank you so much.
The road to success, man. I mean, look where you are now as an artist to when you were just... Yeah. Were you first starting out 2013? Was that really quite early days?
Yeah, it's like one of the early days. I had one of my songs go big in Ghana in 2012.
Right. Yes.
Which was Pull Up. And
yeah, Pull Up was a massive hit.
Yeah,
for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that really launched you on that Ghana scene, didn't it? And it crossed over to Nigeria as well.
Yeah, and then the time I had... I mean, 2013, it was 2 years after that I won the BETs and that. So that tells you I've been in the Ghana scene, you know, pushing.
Yeah, pushing.
From 2009, thereabout.
Yeah. And in that early Ghana scene, it really seemed like such an early days for Afro beats, and you felt the competition between Nigeria and Ghana in those early days, didn't you? Because in those early days, a lot of artists weren't working together, were they, like they are now? Like you often collab with David, for instance.
The collaborations were happening, but it's happening more than it was before.
Yes.
So it's only grown.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And in that era as well, there was, like Afrobeats out of Ghana was quite different, quite distinctive to Afrobeats out of Nigeria as well in those early days. Yeah,
but it's always had that similarity to an extent. I mean, but around them time, when you heard a Nigerian tune, you knew it. And the Ghanaian one was more towards the high life feel.
Absolutely. That was,
so
that's where its roots were.
You could tell the distinction between the two, the two sounds, but it was all coming from the same, foundation.
And then you came with the original style of like Afro reggae.
Dancehall. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that you brought down to the scene, and that was quite breakaway at that stage. I mean, reggae has always been very big in Africa, from the Gambia to Ghana, but it's always been very big. It's always had a foundation there. But like, you brought that Afro dancehall, that Afro reggae together, man. Mm-hmm. And what was that like, man? Because you had to break down some, doors.
Yeah. I'm still forcing some doors open, but today it's become a very popular style, which has actually also gone down some part to be named Afro beats as well. Because when you pick the Afro beats of today, depending on the individual artist, you can find that the ones who are inspired or who have their roots in the reggae and dancehall, you can smell that as well on the sounds. I mean, I can mention names of successful artists, like Burna Boy, like Pato Ranking.
Exactly.
That's
like two artists who
have that influence, and ever since I got that shining from 2010, 11, 12, especially with Pull Up, and the fourth going to the BETs to win that, and then getting the Grammy recognition with Morgan Heritage, doing all these Jamaican collaborations and all these ones. It really gave that, it really pushed that sound, because eventually that sound was going to be noticed on a bigger level, because it has been before me. That measure has been before me, but I only felt the necessity to actually do it well and give it an identity that can actually take it abroad. You know what I mean? Because there are so many Ghanaian songs that has the influence of reggae and dancehall on there with the high life, and hip life mixture. But when I came onto the scene at the time, I pushed it a bit forward, by taking it closer to the Caribbean market and to the rest of Africa. So that was what made it.
And that way you also made it more an international sound as
Exactly.
To that international market. And obviously you've got to shout out Shatta as well.
Yeah.
Out there putting in tremendous work.
Exactly. Pardon me, I forgot to mention, like Shatta and my big brothers as well, that sound is dominant in Ghana.
Absolute foundation.
Yeah, Samini and them.
Yeah. And the thing with you as well, you can do like, I mean, you're very versatile. Style. So you obviously you can do the Afrobeat sound.
Typical Afrobeats, yes, we can go typical Afrobeat.
Typical, and even Amapiano now.
It's all about the rhythm.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, once you can find your ways around the rhythm, once you have a voice that can sink into these rhythms perfectly, and you're actually versatile that way, you can. And that's the plus that we have as Africans, you know. I think if you pick any established R&B artist, like you just saw Justin Bieber move on to, you know, the song Essence, and he found his way. He only had to dub the melody that was on already and put the vibes on. So it's all about the melody. It's all about the rhythm and the beat. If you have that versatile spirit, you can always turn water into wine.
Yeah, absolutely. You know? And that new talk about turning into wine, that new focalistic Ariba,
crazy,
record, man,
crazy.
And I think that really just shows you as an artist free of all constraints.
Absolutely.
And the video's real hot as well, man.
Crazy, you know. We have to. It's art, so we have to grow and portray, you know, different kind of, you know, settings that will appeal to the people. So that Amapiano Dancehall, I say, is the first one ever. I mean, those are the influences. You have the Afrobeat underneath it. You even have some elements of high life music. You hear some strings. Dun 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 dun. That's typical high life strings. It's called, if I'm not mistaken, the Yam Ponsa, you know, rhythms. So we tap that into that. Ariba song is actually an experimental song for me. Like, get this South African piece, get the high life and the Afrobeat and dancehall flow.
Oh, and it definitely works.
It worked.
Yeah, it holds together.
It has a vibe, you know. It has a vibe.
I mean, Amapiano's taking the world over right now. And then obviously you can do that core music, like that real roots reggae with Greedy.
Absolutely.
And also, you know, with that roots reggae, you can actually deal with like real conscious issues as well.
Which is true.
You know, and you know, what a time. Now you're talking about the Galamasi.
Yeah, I'm talking about the global, you know, the climate change, the global stuff that are happening to our ecosystem and mining, and the pollution of the yes.
And I mean, some of that is by foreign companies, but a lot of that is just small scale, like illegal gold mining.
That's only like 10% of the issue. The illegal gold mining is just like 10% of the issue. 90% of the issue lies with the mining itself. You know. And I'm definitely aware of the dangers and the damages, you know what I mean? Humans would have to survive. Like, in a real ecosystem, you find out that species live off of other species. I think to a large extent, that's what we are, except that humans don't eat humans. But most of us eat fish. Most of us eat chicken and cow and all that one. So there's a recycle. So surely there's going to be a use of something that belongs to the ecosystem, the mining, the using the trees and the hunting and all of those. But what we are not basically looking at the diverse effects of those things, absolutely, and which is also causing another huge problem, and is going to affect us and is affecting us, you know. Absolutely. So that's what I'm singing about. Yeah. Especially the duties of these mining companies, the sort of deals and negotiations that have been going into. We're not seeing, as people on the ground, we're not seeing any development like that. Like from all these things that have been taken from Africa, especially Ghana, because I'm speaking from that angle, you know, and the water bodies are getting polluted because when they ship, like every year, Ghana ships like 20 million tons of minerals all the way. And that creates some 2-point-something billion waste as well, which goes into our water bodies. And my brothers and sisters, including ourselves, are suffering directly and indirectly from all these things.
And, you know, a lot of that stuff which goes on, it doesn't seem to the benefit of the people.
Exactly. It's as simple as that. This is what we all know about. It's not like, it's no more news, but we need to also be conscious about it. And for me as a musician, I know that I have the ears of the people more than, you know, they would listen to political shows or maybe if shows that talk about the covenants. They may not listen to those more than they would listen to me. So if I really wish well for myself, the future generation and the people, I would be putting some of these very vital information in my music, man. And that's why I do Greedy Man.
Oh, absolutely. And people chasing gold now out of Ghana is the big thing. Even I heard Popcorn has invested in a gold mining company.
Absolutely. That's when he came to Ghana. I mean, the CEO that hosted him and brought him over, if I'm correct, yes, is a big brother of ours. So we saw that steez and all. I mean, you might as well want to venture if you're hanging around somebody like the man Sledge, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And let's hope Popcorn spends more time in Ghana as well, man.
Ghana is home to everybody, you know what I mean? And like you're saying, I mean, not to be sarcastic or ridiculous, but the Chinese are coming in, everybody's coming in.
The Chinese are there.
It's open to everybody same way, but I am also pushing for accountability so that we are all gaining. So it's a win-win situation, yeah.
Yeah. And Ghana's always welcome homed people, man.
Exactly.
Welcome people home, man. That's always been a big initiative, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Obviously, the album came out and then lockdown came in, man. So you were actually in the States when lockdown came in.
It hit right there.
And so you had to go home and handle it.
I remember when I was traveling, I remember the date so well, February 26th, 2020. I flew through France and everybody was wearing face masks. It was just new right now, but it was the people from Asia that had it on the most. You know, so I got to America, I did 2 shows, went to Jamaica, shot a video for the album because everything I was doing at the time was towards the album.
The album, man, yeah.
And then look, I came to New York to do the New York leg, and that was the day the mayor announced no gathering of not more than 600 people. But we had already sold all these tickets, and also we had to just call it off.
Yeah,
you know,
it was time to go home and that.
And I rushed home. I didn't know what to do, but the scare in the air was too much. So I just had to be like, all right, let me just move and go home. I got home 2 days after. No airplanes can move no more for 6 months. And
yeah, you were lucky to go home.
Lucky too, yeah.
If you want to spend lockdown anywhere, I would definitely spend it in Ghana because lockdown there was very relaxed.
And that's home as well.
Yeah, home. And so it was like, because a lot of clubs were still going on.
Honestly, many things were going on underground.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, such is life. You know, at this stage, there's no need to hide anything. You know, as humans, when we are told not to go, that's where we go. When we're told to go, we feel reluctant to go, you know. So
yeah, that honestly, I mean, a lot of people talk about going to Dubai for lockdown. You'd have been much better off going to Ghana.
yeah, Ghana is home for me. I know Ghana better, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, congratulations. The show's going really well. David O came out to watch the show last night. Islington Academy. You've got Manchester, Birmingham, you know.
Yeah.
It's great to have you back. And a lot of fun. A lot of talk about Ghana for Christmas, man.
Yeah, Ghana's the Christmas place to be.
It sounds it's going to be too lit.
No, this year is going to be like
too lit.
2019 was when it was packed, and 2020 had its fair share, but we were still meddling within the corona situation as high as it was at the time. But now I think that, you know, the country of Ghana has been able to...
Oh, Christmas is going to be ridiculous there.
Curtail the situation, so it's giving people more confidence to feel like they can still run in and
I think Accra is going to be like walking down Oxford Street. You're going to see so many people.
We'll see Oxford Street.
And you've got plenty of shows, obviously, over Christmas.
Absolutely. Lots of them. I'm going to put out the timetable 1st of December. So
are you doing a BIM concert this year then?
Yeah, BIM concert is happening live in living color on the 21st of December in Accra at the Grand Arena. We're going to bring some surprises, surprises from across the globe. You know what I mean? Like. So Ghana, just expect it. World, just expect it. If you're coming to Ghana for December, make sure you grab your passes and everything. It's going to be a huge, big thing. Yeah. I don't know.
Now, just you know, the Ghana blogs are some of the most craziest blogs ever. What's this thing with Samini?
I mean, I'm big ups to my big brother Samini. Any day, you know, as family, we all have our discrepancies. You know, we go up and down and balance things and. You know, because of God bless the status that we have and the responsibility we hold in Ghana, it would get into the news and that. But he's still my big brother, and I think we are still love, cool.
But still just love. Like just taking a little pause in the friendship.
Yeah, it does happen. It sometimes
with family,
it definitely does happen. Like I should be honest, you know, even siblings. I don't know when last you probably saw a sibling of yours, if you have some, you know, like sometimes you're just on a grind. You would remember not talking to your real sibling for a long time. Yeah. So the pause is always in between. It adds up to the whole vibe. So we just have to know how to manage it. And for me, from my heart, it's still my big brother. No two ways about it.
And you've just been busy.
Absolutely.
But he took that as you're not Really. You're not really checking for him.
But same way. Big him off.
Yeah, let's all grow together.
Yes, I.
Let's grow together and grow old gracefully.
Which is right. Peacefully and happily.
So good to see you, man. So good to see you from those early days to now. I've watched the journey, man. And I've been
Thank you so much. I'm
and
really
a real
grateful.
pioneer in the game, really out trailblazing, and he's now accepted as part of the sound. And tremendous work, man.
Thank you very much. I mean, that we did a freestyle years back, that's still beating hard.
Thank you. And we did one at the crib.
One at the crib. That was crazy. That was crazy.
It was a classic moment for us, man.
That was crazy.
That. And really trying to represent all the energy and all the talent and all the amazing music coming out of Ghana. So it's a real pleasure to have you.
True. Thank you very much for the time as well. Big respect to all of my people. Manchester is next. Birmingham is next. 25th, 26th of November, respectively. Manchester, Birmingham. You guys roll out. Let's close it, and then we take it all to Ghana for the Beam concert as well.
Pull up,
You don't know. Hey, yo, and everything. I just want to see my people roll out. I don't want to see no greedy man roll out. You don't know.
Oh yeah, no greedy man, baby. Thank you. Too much for TV. Thanks for coming up.